Welcome to this episode of Activation Nation. Today, we're diving into a significant topic that's impacting our LifeVantage community, the unprecedented demand for the Mind Body GLP-1 System. Officially, this launch is the biggest in the history of LifeVantage, exceeding all forecasts. However, due to this overwhelming response, the Mind Body GLP-1 System is currently on backorder. In this episode, we discuss strategies for consultants during this wait period, including how to promote the premium stack and the Multiplier Pack effectively. Let's get started and explore how we can continue to engage our customers while we await the restock. Today, we're excited to welcome Sandy McClure to the Activation Nation podcast. As a proud member of Club 55, Sandy has experienced remarkable success in her LifeVantage business, particularly following the launch of the Mind Body system. With her deep passion for wellness and unwavering commitment to her business, Sandy has effectively harnessed the potential of the Mind Body launch to elevate her growth and inspire others in the community. In this episode, she'll share her journey, insights, and strategies that have contributed to her incredible achievements. Join us as we dive into Sandy's story and learn how the Mind Body system has played a pivotal role in her success. Welcome, Sandy. We're so glad to have you here with us on the Activation Nation podcast today.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Let's just start off by you telling us a little bit about your personal experience with the Mind Body product and how it's impacted your business.
Well, this has made the conversation of LifeVantage a million times easier for me because people are reluctant to listen to me about cellular health. But when I mention weight management, they're all ears. And so obviously the release of the Mind Body has played a huge role in my success. And even prior to the launch, I had enrolled 55 people. So it's key to know that your excitement and your being able to speak about it is going to bring the audience. It will be there if you are a person of integrity. And so I've had a wonderful experience. I have documented that experience from day one. When I learned that I was going to get it, I talked about the surprise of all that and how excited I was to get it. And then when I got it, I made a big deal about it. And from then on, I documented my journey so that people could see it actually happening to someone they knew.
I think that brings up such an important point. As part of our Club 55, you were part of our product preview. So you know what it's like to talk about a product that isn't available for purchase right there in the moment. And like you said, you were able to do a lot of amazing things with your business anyways. So talk to us a little bit, while we are in this back order situation, how do you recommend that other consultants talk to their prospects about Mind Body to keep that excitement high?
We're in a backorder situation. I didn't even know that. I thought this was just part of it. And that's the kind of attitude that we need to have. We have to, personally, I have high expectations of myself, and I have high expectations of everyone else. Did we plan this to happen? Probably not. Is it ideal? Probably not. But you know what? I kind of think it is ideal. We need to just check ourselves for a second and say, we have to look at this from the perspective of a positive thing that could happen, because there's nothing that we can change about it, right? So we can just say, hey, that was a soft launch. We're just kind of getting a feel to see if this is what we really thought would happen. And now that it is, we're going to have all of these other testimonies to bring in and solidify what we all knew, what the Club 55 knew. And now we have a much bigger club to go on. And so we just need to look at this as this was all planned. This was exactly how it was supposed to go. And we go with that in our leadership. There's so many things that you can do with this. And I just really don't even like the word back order. I like the next restock, the next resupply, because eventually we're going to have enough forever. Okay. But as it comes, people need to know this is gold. This is like, you get it, you put it in your safe. That's how awesome this is. And just like anything else that we've ever been around, if it's something everyone has, that's a great thing. And so that's how you have to look at it. I am just looking at this like anybody who is a subscriber. As a consultant, if you have 150 SV you're going to get 2 coupons. You're going to get a consultant coupon and you're going to get a customer coupon. And those are going to expire quickly. So play on that and tell people, with them needing to get their Mind Body ordered as soon as possible to get them in the queue, first paid, first served. That would be an awesome time to talk to them about, and I can save you 10%. This is how that can be done. So there are so many things that we have, or that corporate has put together for us, that we can take advantage of in the whole spectrum of being a consultant with LifeVantage.
Yeah, I love that. I love that change in perspective too, calling it, another pre-launch or a restock. I think that's awesome. And you did a great job before the product did launch, of getting the excitement high for all of your prospects. So what were some things that you did during that time to maintain excitement about the product?
Well, I have a lot of really great communities on Facebook, and I know that, that's just one place because I live in a remote area, so I'm not around my team a lot. And so we think that community is hugely important, and making people feel like they belong there. And then all of the consultants have one place to go to celebrate and things. The best part about this was the testimonies. In Club 55, I had met all those people. I knew them personally. So this wasn't just I was talking about people I didn't know. So my experience knowing them made my team feel like they knew them as well. And I gave details. And again, just continually doing that. It doesn't get redundant because there's new people all the time. And that was important. We've had fun group challenges leading up to that. So people who weren't even on the product yet started some group challenges that I created on some of the other products that we have, which is important. As excited as we need to be about the GLP-1, we need to be super excited about what we've already had. This company is 15 years old. This isn't like a brand new product in a brand new company. This is it. This is it.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Let's dive into that a little bit more. Let's talk about just the concept of activation. You and I know that it is essential for everybody to keep their bodies activated while we're waiting for the mind body system to restock. So while we do want to say that we recommend most people get on at least the healthy glow during this time, right? So we're recommending things like the premium stack, or if you're a consultant, the multiplier pack, which includes a healthy glow with the mind body. That way you're getting your body activated now on that healthy glow. And you're also, like you mentioned, you're getting yourself in line with that mind body system. So like I said, right now we want all consultants to be focusing on getting their new customers on a premium stack to ensure that they're subscribed to the healthy glow. And that way they already have their spot in line for the mind body system. And then all new consultants, we really recommend that they get on a multiplier pack so that they are getting 3 healthy glows and they have 3 sets of the mind body system coming to them. So I know that everyone kind of does this a little bit differently, but that's kind of what we're recommending, right? The healthy glow with the mind body. But tell us a little bit about your strategy and what tips that you have for your consultants on talking to your new customers about what they should be ordering in the meantime.
Well, I do have a little bit of a different strategy, but if you take a look at that, buying that premium stack right now, you're essentially getting NRF2 for a penny.
Isn't that crazy? It's benefit.
That is a huge benefit. And if it's a brand new person and you're giving a coupon to them,
yeah,
you really have to talk to them about savings. In my opinion, I think that we really need to always focus on the customer and what's best for them. And that's the best bang for the buck right now in their pocketbook, seriously. Yeah. And so personally for me, that's one of my recommendations when I did the pre-launch stuff and getting people on board and getting them activated, because we knew this prior to that people's experience would be amplified. And I kind of called it the supersize experience when Mind Body comes out. I didn't say Mind Body because we couldn't say what it was. But when I said when GLP-1 comes out, we want to make sure that you're going to have the amplified experience by being on either a good, better, or best stack. And that's what we called it. And really this healthy glow stack, or the premium stack, would be the one that would be the best, part of the best that I had. And so I kind of think it would be the better. So if you don't mind me saying what I recommended for people, because I know people are on a budget, I would say good would be NRF2. You have to at least be on NRF2. And what we're finding from listening to some of the doctors that have talked is that the NRF2 really enhances the experience of the mind body GLP-1. And we're seeing that. I'm seeing that in the field now with a lot of people who are on this. So it's really nice to have, instead of just 55 experiences, we have more than that. I don't know how many. I know that it's probably around 40,000 or so, but I don't know that for a fact. But I feel like there's a lot of people out there, a lot of stories coming in. And what we're finding is that experience is so much better. So minimum NRF2. And that was our good stack. Then I said better would be collagen and NRF2 together. Or I said the gut health essential stack. And personally, I just felt that the gut health essential stack was so important because I knew what I had heard leading up to this, that the healthier your gut was, the better experience you would probably have initially. And what I'm finding that is so true. The best part about that, when I recommended the gut health essential stack, people started feeling amazing before they ever got their mind body because they were already activated with NRF2 and getting their gut health on point. So that was the better stack. But then the best stack was the collagen and the gut health essential stack. And then they had the whole picture. That's what we felt like really, really helped us. And obviously it worked. We have a lot of people. I mean, I've got a group challenge going on just for a fun 60-day challenge, and we have over almost 400 people in that challenge. It's amazing. And a lot of them were pre-activated. And those who weren't are looking at it going, now I need to get back in there and get some other things ordered because I want that amplified experience. So that's what we're seeing, and that's what we did in creating that community, but also that strength from all those other stories coming in. Somebody's going to see a story that resonates with them. One story might not fit them, but somebody else's will. And so then they can relate to that. And it's important that we tell all of those and give them a place to be able to see those stories. I think it's really important. And that's why I bank on social media a little bit for that. And maybe not everybody does that, but I hope that you're understanding now how much community matters. And it's really easy to gather in a group that way rather than say, hey, let's all meet downtown tonight. That would be hard for me because most people, I live in a town of 300. So I think that it's just a really good thing for that. So I can't emphasize enough for those people who are waiting, don't just purchase the mind body and hope that you get in on that next round of whatever we call it, that next round of restock or that next resupply. Don't wait. Get on these activators so that when you do get that mind body, you're already ready to go. It's like primed. It's the state tournament when you get that, and you practiced all the way up there, and now it's time to be a champion. So
yeah, that's so important. Keeping our bodies activated in the meantime, or getting them activated in the meantime.
Absolutely. And you're not going to want to stop that. Trust me. We all know this. You get these products in your body, and then somebody says, well, what would you give up if you had to? And I said, I'm glad I don't have to answer that question because I'm not giving anything up. I love all of these products. And another thing that I did, I think that really might help you guys is anytime I get a new customer consultant on board, I always send them a gift. You don't have to do this, but I do. And it's a shaker bottle with a LifeVantage sticker and then every flavor of Axio. And what happens is those people get activated and then they get this nice little gift in the mail. They're trying Axio, and guess what goes out on their next order? Almost every time. I shouldn't say every time because I'm not sure about that, but nearly every time because they've experienced yet another product that they love.
That's such a good suggestion. What a good way to share even more products with those customers who are waiting. That's awesome. How about your new consultants? We talked a little bit about encouraging new consultants to enroll on a multiplier pack, which if anyone doesn't know, that's going to be 3 of the Healthy Glow with 3 of the Mind Body Systems, 3 little totes that you can share those products out. Why might that be beneficial for a brand new consultant to consider?
Well, especially when we were not on a resupply situation, it would have been great because you're getting 3 mind bodies. And then if you get a new customer and we're in a resupply situation, you have one to give to them. And then when theirs comes in, they can just give back to you. It's just kind of like a resupply in your office as well. But for me, I just believe that the more the merrier. People are ready to go when they're ready to go. So if you get them on, or, if you have those products on hand, they can start today. And when theirs comes, again, they can resupply you. Now, if they're on the resupply order, their Mind Body's not going to come with that, but their collagen and their NRF2 will. And so they can just switch you out, and it can just be a rotation in your office that way so that you have it for the next person. And I do that quite often. Now, not everybody has the means to do that, but if you have the means to do it and you can look at that as a business decision, that's a pretty small investment when you're starting a business, in my opinion. Very good decision to make.
Yeah, I agree. And like you said, it's a really wise way to make sure that you're taking some of that control back into your own office. You can kind of use that product as a rotating door, as you said. So I think that's very smart. Okay, let's go back. You mentioned earlier about how important the mindset piece of all of this is for you, and that's something that I've really admired as I talked to you and got to know you a little bit better. Is you're just so positive about all of this, but not only that, your customers have been really positive, and I'm sure you've had one or two one-offs of people being upset, but I've just been really impressed with how you've handled that. So how can you recommend that consultants within LifeVantage effectively manage the expectations of their customers when it comes to the product availability?
Again, they don't know any better that this is a situation. The only way they're going to know that is how we talk about that. And so they're going to know those things from what we speak. And so just again, sharing experience, all sorts, getting them excited about something. This is to them a pre-launch. They don't need to know all the ins and outs of this. It can be a complete planned thing. It's all in the way that you perceive it and the way that they perceive it as well. Again, no one has what we have. So it's going to be worth the wait. There's really nothing they can do about it, but there's no reason to go anywhere else because they're not going to be able to get anything like this from anywhere else. I don't care what the name of the product is or what it has in common with ours. There is only one product like Mind Body, and we have it. And so it's definitely worth the wait, and we just need to convey that to them. And again, the community, that you're making them become a part of that community, and that's important. And so they're going to feel great when they start activating now. And this is just the lead up to how great they're going to feel when the rest comes. And so we would just say, this is a great problem. We're so excited about it. You get to be part of this amazing movement that's happening. And that's just how I convey it. The non-scale victories, again, too, is another thing I want to add. We need to make sure that when we're sharing testimonies that we're clear on everything, because again, everybody's experience is going to be different. So I think that a lot of people will resonate more with the non-scale victories than with the scale. We've got to get our mindset out of that. This is what is so good about this. And I think that all of the wellness professionals in our company agree that it's not about the scale, and people are really going to accept that once they get this in, because my favorite part of this is the mind part.
Yeah.
I've lost weight in inches and a lot, but the mind part is what blows my mind, really.
Yeah. And like you said, keep having them start to train their own brains, looking for those non-scale victories and the things that they're noticing about their body as they're activating. I think that's awesome. In your experience, what are some of the common objections that you or other consultants have faced when promoting Mind Body while it's on back order? And what do you recommend to other consultants on how they can overcome those objections?
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because personally in my organization, there's no negativity. There's just not. I mean, it's how I speak it, or how we all just perceive this as something good. And so I think that if there's something going on in another organization where you're feeling that, you just need to turn that around. And how can that be? It's life. This is what we're dealing with. Again, we're making lemonade out of lemons. But I don't even think it's lemons. I mean, seriously, it's brand new. It's something that it's evolving, and it's just so exciting. And there is not one person, I mean, anybody that's coming into this says, my people are just wish they'd have heard about it sooner, or wish they'd have taken action, because we put the message out there. Hey, this is real stuff. You better get in on it now. Everybody sees that. So again, if we just continue to keep it positive, that's what we need to do. And you just need to manage those expectations prior to anything happening, in my opinion, prior to the objection. We just don't have to convince anyone of anything. It's the real deal, and they will get their turn. But in the meantime, they need to be activated.
Yeah, I think that's so true. Those two things are kind of connected, right? If you manage expectations properly, you almost don't have to worry about the objections because they already know what's going to be coming down the road and they're not, then you don't have to worry about that. That's awesome. Well, one thing that you and I know is that your team and your prospects are going to follow your energy. Can you tell me how you've done to cultivate a positive energy within your interactions, both with your teammates, but also with your customers?
Yeah, again, it's just looking at this as a glass, not even half full, glass overflowing here. It's amazing. And it's just that's just the way we have to look at it. That's how I attack life anyway. I think people know that about me. And so when I do that, everybody else feels that way. I mean, it's just the message starting from the top that trickles on down. And so there's just no, I am always about the team. I want to be part of the solution. And so being part of that solution is just making people feel safe, people feel welcome, coordinating these fun things. Okay, now we can take the focus off of this resupply and put it toward a mini challenge that we have in our big challenge of drop a pumpkin. Let's focus on 10 days of everybody being involved, whether they have the system or not. They get to be part of it. We do drawings, we have fun, everybody celebrates. And we've created such an amazing space that people, I will tell you this, people have been in there. And I said, you can share your pictures or not, your before pictures and your progress pictures. You do not have to do that. And you know what? We've made such a safe and welcoming place. Whew, I get emotional over this, that there are people who said, I could never imagine I would share these pictures before, but she did it and I'm doing it. And I feel so much better now. I don't feel so alone. And I feel like this is going to change everything for me. He did it, so I did it. We have men and women, and they are just, and the support is unreal in there. And so it's just created a community within a community of people. Some of them aren't even on the mind body yet. They're just so excited to get it. When they get it, they realize that first come or first paid, first served. They understand that now. And they know that they're seeing all these other experiences and they know what to expect. And they know that if things aren't going really great at the beginning, just be patient. This is going to work. And they're going to see that throughout. So when the next resupply comes, they're going to have a full gamut of what they can expect, possibly, because there's so many stories out there. So I don't know, for me, you guys, it's just, let's go with this. This is so exciting to me. I am so excited.
It's an exciting time for sure. That's awesome, Sandy. I just so admire your attitude and I love how you not only you are positive for your own team, but you model that for your team members to be able to show that to their customers. How can you recommend that those that are listening to the podcast today, that how they can also effectively how can they effectively model the right mindset for their teams during this unprecedented time?
Well, again, I think that you just have to check yourself. It's always good to have a self audit. And if you're not seeing that in yourself, ask somebody who you trust to say, what kind of vibe are you getting from me? Because I'm telling you guys, as goes the leader, so goes the team. It just is that way. And the team includes your customers, it includes your prospects, it includes everyone. If you just don't let any drama or negativity or anything even begin to come into play, it won't. I trust me on this. I taught junior high for 26 years. And this was the way it was. I just said, leave your drama and negativity at the door and let's come in and just have a great day. And it wasn't always perfectly great, but the expectation was there of we're going to make this happen. And so again, make it exciting. Make it just people feel like they're part of something freaking enormous, because guess what? They are. This is no wave. This is like a tsunami.
Time to catch the wave, Sandy. I
Yes.
Those that navigate this back order situation with positivity are going to look back at this time as such a positive experience for their business. I know that you've already started to see that in your business. So thank you. Thank you for being a model of that within our community. Thank you for sharing your thoughts today on the podcast. And we are just so grateful that we have you as part of our LifeVantage community.
Thank you. It is an absolute honor to be part of it. And I just love everything about LifeVantage. I will end with one thing. Can I say this?
Yes, of course.
Don't be that person, I say this a lot, that sits out in the middle of the pasture waiting for the cow to back up to you. Okay, take action now. You've got everything that you need. Do not think that you have to have this resupply in order to do your business. The time is now. Get after it.
I love it. Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us in this insightful episode with Sandy McClure. We hope her strategies for maintaining excitement and engagement during this product back order has inspired you to take action in your business. As discussed, your energy and your approach can significantly influence your team and prospects. Remember, even when products are on back order, there is always opportunity to create excitement and anticipation for what's to come. If you found value in today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and review the Activation Nation podcast. Your feedback helps us to continue to bring meaningful content. Together, let's keep activating our potential and supporting one another in our journeys. Until next time, stay positive and let's keep that energy high.